when I was in the Army, I got I went to Korea, and they sent me off to Korea, and I'd gone through basic training at Camp Roberts in Central California, and then I went through leadership school for 8 weeks, and then off to Korea I went, and I was there for 10 months, the required amount of time before you could come home. But during that time, and I realized it was extremely dangerous. The heavy fighting had calmed down. It wasn't bad, but they used to have what they used to call maximum efforts to straighten the line. They were always trying to straighten the line and get a better position. This line went 125 miles across South Korea, from one ocean to the other, and it was all full of trenches and bunkers, and it was fortified, really.
Trying to straighten the line.
And but the Chinese would try to straighten the line, then the Americans would try and straighten the line, and it was really a waste of time like you wouldn't believe. Why they did that, I'll never know to this very day. They were trying to get a better position and a better view and all that sort of foolishness. And one day, this lieutenant called me into a bunker, and he said, "Harper," he said, "you're going to be sent to radio school. Your aptitude tests show that you could do well in the radio school, and we're going to send you with 3 other fellows to down to Suwon, a town about 80 miles south of the line in Korea." And Suwon had an old, bombed out, or shelled out school building there, which had a big canvas roof put over it, and that's where we had our radio school. And it was a dot and dash thing, da 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 dee da 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 da, one of those things, and we studied code. And I was there for 8 weeks. But when the lieutenant said that I was to go, I said I didn't want to go, that I was with my friends, and I didn't want to leave the line. He says, "If you stay here, Harper," he says, "you're going to get killed, I can guarantee it." Well, with that little comment, I decided I would probably be better off going. And meanwhile, he said, "By the way," he said, "you went to Principia College." And I said, "I did. Yes, I did." "And you graduated last year?" And I said, "Yes, that's true." Or last May. And I was talking to him in, I think it was August or September, October. And he said, "When you were there at school, did you ever know Jean Lundahl?" And I said, "Yes, I do. I knew her very well." And he says, "I lived next door to her all my life. You're going to Suwon." So off down to Suwon we went in a big deuce and a half, they called them, truck, these other 3 fellows and myself. And we were there for about 4 weeks, and word came up that the Chinese had given an all-out assault on our particular section of the line. They had tried to push two divisions through, 2 Chinese divisions through about a 1,000-yard front on the and everybody in my unit had been killed except about 8. There were 208 in the unit, and when I got back up there, 200 of them had all been killed. And I never did find the lieutenant that sent me down there. I don't know what happened to him. I asked around, and nobody even seemed to know who I was talking about, because I think he either was killed or he went back shortly after assigning me down to that radio school. But going to Principia College and knowing Jean Lundahl was a big plus as far as I was concerned.